Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a brand new day. Yes, it is Thursday morning here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, it is all about Chelsea. The transfer window is about to be shut in a few days from now. But the question is, what are we doing? Our club, Chelsea Football Club, what are they doing right now? What is the situation on ground? Well, today, being the 30th of January, 2025, yes, the window will officially close on Sunday night. Yes, the window will officially close on Sunday night. But quickly, 30 days gone in January. No out and out striker. No player, no out and out striker. No midfield cover for Casado and Enzo. No recall of midfielders for Enzo and Casado. Recall made for Chalobah after freezing him out. Chelsea been in talks to sell Casado for multiple weeks now. Yet, the deal hasn't gone through yet. No move for KDH, Kenyan Dewsbury Hall. Oh yes. No move for Kanechukwu Emeka. He is still at Stamford Bridge. Cobham. No move for Ben Chilwell. All these players are still there right now at Cobham. Unable. Chelsea are unable to negotiate a permanent deal for the Sarsi as we speak. Though the player has already agreed terms with Aston Villa. We outpricing Christopher Nkuku, making it impossible for Bayern to buy him. João Felix potentially leaving after looking out for an opportunity to play his football with Chelsea. As a matter of fact, he's one player that we forked out over £40 million last summer for him, João Felix. Now the question is, what are we doing? What is happening? Dear friends, what are we doing and what is happening? Well, the latest for you right now is that Chelsea are in talks for 16-year-old Corinthians left back, Dena. 16 years, another prospect, 16-year-old Corinthians left back, who is likely to cost in excess of 10 million euro. Deal not yet done, but talks advancing. Chelsea hoping for a pre-agreement that will see Dena join when he turns 18. Now, another prospect, 10 million euros plus. Is that what our club has turned out to be? Let's move on. It is your breakfast. I will not waste my time. Quickly. You see, as we speak, as at yesterday, there has been the news that Duran, Chelsea are negotiating for Duran. And we understand he was to cost around £83.8 million. Ladies and gentlemen, the breaking news I have for you this morning is that Duran is set to join Al Nassr after an agreement reached with Aston Villa for an initial 77 million euros. No more Chelsea. Al Nassr was going in for Victor Boniface, which I brought for you yesterday. The deal was done. The agreement was reached. Medicals took place. But the question is, what happened that Al Nassr, all of a sudden, within few hours before midnight, they've switched to Duran. Now, Victor Osimhen to Al Nassr, 100% off as we speak. Victor Boniface to Al Nassr, the deal is 100% off. Deal has finally collapsed last night, as Leverkusen boss Simon Rolfes confirmed just few minutes or few seconds ago. Despite all verbal agreements and completed medical check, Al Nassr have cancelled a deal with Boniface and Bayer Leverkusen. The delegation is returning to Saudi Arabia without Boniface. Al Nassr have decided to sign Jhon Duran from Aston Villa instead. Well, so then, the Saudis, they are in for Jhon Duran, and therefore Chelsea, right now as we speak, have pulled out from the deal to sign Jhon Duran. All the negotiations taking place between Chelsea that have been on the phone with Aston Villa on Tuesday night, Wednesday, that deal now is called off because the player has accepted the offer from the Saudis. 77 million euros, as David Oyston call it. Total package around 90 million euros. Oh yes. Similar fee to the one that saw Neymar join El Hilal from PSG. Now remember the total package is 90 million euro, right? Yesterday I told you Aston Villa were asking Chelsea to pay 83.8 million. Now, it is what it is. Duran set to be prioritized ahead of Victor Boniface if all goes to plan. Medical on Thursday, which is today. Medicals on Thursday, which is today. As revealed, Duran has already finalized personal terms with Al Nassr. Told the club earlier in the week he wanted to leave for Saudi if the clubs agreed a fee. Ladies and gentlemen, so Jhon Duran to Saudi Arabia, that is what is about to happen. Yes, he's 21, 22 years old, going to Saudi Arabia. Big money move. Due to that, only God knows what happened. That Victor Boniface deal was cancelled, and all of a sudden, Jhon Duran. You can imagine Boniface will be traumatized by this cancellation. If I were him, I'll be traumatized. I'll be disturbed. I will. Boniface right now, if I were in his position, how would I take it? What happened? Was it between the agent and Al Nassr, the agent and Bayer 04, Bayer Leverkusen, or who? Where did the whole deal collapse from? Well, we are yet to get the full details of that. But as we speak, Al Nassr are in for Jhon Duran instead of Victor Boniface. And the deal is 77 million euro. Total package will be around 90 million euros. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. So it means that Chelsea, as of now, nothing is happening. No outgoing, no incoming. Well, one other news that I need to let you understand or get right now this morning for a breakfast is that Torino is still waiting on Chelsea. Torino are still waiting on Chelsea, yes, to give their green light for Cesare Casadei's sale. And now Lazio is equally pushing again on the player side. Both clubs are convinced they are leading the race. So on Cesare Casadei, that is the latest from that end. That is the latest from that end. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we do right now? We have all our players still available. No one is buying them. Is it our sporting directors that are not on top of the job? Or our players not good enough? Well, Chelsea continue to push for Mathis Tell. Yes, Chelsea continue to push for Mathis Tell as we speak. That deal actually would depend on the player. The player wants a guarantee. Mathis Tell wants a guarantee of playing time, and he is hesitant to sign for Chelsea because, according to sources, the player says the competition in Chelsea, he might equally be benched. He might not get, playing time because he wants to play football. He wants to play football. He doesn't want to come to Chelsea and be on the bench. So that is the challenge the player have coming to Chelsea. Meanwhile, some other clubs are jumping in, trying to convince the player. Some other clubs, Manchester United are in, Tottenham are in, and then what's the name? One Frankfurt in Germany are equally ready to jump in if the player will accept their deal. But as things stands right now, Tell will not accept being on bench or being bench player. He wants to play regularly. Spurs want to go big for him. United will only go for him if the player will accept a loan deal. Chelsea are there to buy him permanently. But Tell wants guarantees. Mathis Tell wants guarantees from Chelsea. Let's see if Chelsea can convince him. Yes, that is a report coming from Fabrizio Romano. A major surprise right now is that Mathis Tell is ready to move out, but he wants a guarantee from Chelsea for a starting place. That is the latest from that end. Dear friends, I am about to run up. Yes, and I'll be back with more exclusives later in the day. But for me, if you ask my opinion, I would prefer Chelsea going in boldly for Garnacho instead of Mathis Tell. I said it a few days ago, I repeated it yesterday, and I want to repeat it again. Garnacho is far ahead of Mathis Tell. Tell has been a bench warmer for how long? Though yesterday, we understand he was given some minutes, yes. But is that enough to convince the player to stay? We can't tell. We cannot tell. Yeah. Now, Chelsea tried to offer £62 million on Duran. We failed in getting it. Now, we have Gyökeres, £70 million. You have not made any attempt on that. Only to go in for a 16-year-old who will most likely never play for Chelsea. Priorities are in the wrong place right now for our club. If this window is another bust, listen, we the fans need to do something about these owners. And I'm saying it again. If this window is another bust, we the fans need to do something about these owners. Yes. We cannot continue to see our club going down the drain. I am a fan. I don't owe a cent in the club. But my support is what makes the club what it is. Your support. Without you and I, there will not be any fun. So we might not have our cash involved, but we have our hearts in the club. So the only way we can get these owners to do the right thing is when the fans begin to speak up. Maybe. Protest around the globe. You are in Nigeria, Chelsea fan club. You are in Ghana, Chelsea fan club. You are in Egypt, Chelsea fan club. Zimbabwe, anywhere you are, the fan clubs can stand up and begin to protest and speak up. Well, we wait to see what will happen the next few days. The window will still close. The window is still open. And anything can still happen, dear friends. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.